Welcome to Reflecting Minds. This is your host Monica. Today we would be continuing with the book The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. We have covered so far two topics, money and power of gratification. Today we would be doing The Secret to Relationships. Maria Diamond, Feng Shui consultant, teacher and speaker. The secret means that we are creators of our universe and that every wish that we want to create will manifest in our lives. Therefore, our wishes, thoughts and feelings are very important because they will manifest. One day, I went into the home of an art director, a very famous film producer. In every corner, he had this beautiful image of a naked woman draped with a fabric, kind of turning away as if she were saying, "I don't see you." I said to him, "I think you might have a trouble in your romance." And he said, "Are you clairvoyant? Clairvoyant? No, but look, in 7 places you have exactly that same woman," he said. "But I love that kind of painting. I painted it myself." I said, "That's even worse because you put all your creation and creativity in it." He is a gorgeous looking man with all these actresses around him because that's the work he does, and he doesn't have any romance. I asked him, "What do you want?" "I want to date 3 women a week." I said, "Okay, paint it. Paint yourself with 3 women and hang it every corner of your living space." 6 months later, I saw him and asked, "How is your love life?" "Great. Women call me. They want to date me because that's your wish," I said. He said, "I feel great. I mean, for years I did not have a date, and now I have 3 dates a week. They are fighting over me." "Good for you," I said. Then he told me, "I really want to stabilize. I want to marriage now. I want romance." I said, "Well, then paint it." He painted a beautiful romantic relationship, and a year later he got married, and he is very happy. This is because he put another wish out. He wished it in himself for years without it happening because his wish could not manifest. The outer level of himself, his house, was contradictory his wish all the time. So if you understand this knowledge, you just start playing with it. Maria Diamond's story of her client is a perfect demonstration of how Feng Shui reflects the teachings of The Secret. It illustrates how our thoughts create powerfully when we put them into action. Any action we take must be preceded by a thought. Thoughts create the words we speak, the feeling we feel, and our actions. Actions are particularly powerful because they are thoughts that have caused us to act. We may not even realize what our innermost thoughts are, but we can see what we have been thinking by looking at the actions we have taken. In the story of the film producer, his innermost thoughts were reflected in his actions and surroundings. He had painted many women, all turning away from him. Can you see what his innermost thoughts were? Even though his words were saying he wanted to date more women, his innermost thoughts did not reflect that in his paintings. By deliberately choosing to change his action, it caused him to focus his entire thought on what he wanted. With such a simple shift, he was able to paint his life and call it into existence through a law of attraction. When you want to attract something into your life, make sure your action don't contradict your desire. One of the most wonderful examples of this is given by Mike Dolly, one of the teachers featured in The Secret. In his audio course, Leveraging the Universe and Engaging the Magic, it is a story of a woman who wanted to attract her perfect partner into her life. She had done all the right things. She got clear got clear about what she wanted him to be like, made a detailed list of all his qualities, and visualized him in her life. Despite doing all these things, there was no sign of him. Then one day she arrived home and was parking her car in the middle of her garage. She grasped and she realized that her actions were contradicting what she wanted. If her car was in the middle of the garage, there was no room for her partner's car. Her actions were powerfully saying to the universe that she did not believe she was going to receive what she had asked for. So she immediately cleaned up her garage and parked her car to one side, leaving the space for her perfect partner, the car on the other side. She then went into her bedroom and opened her wardrobe, which was jammed full of the clothes. There was no room for her perfect partner's clothes, so she moved some of her clothes to make space. She had also been sleeping in the middle of her bed, and so she began sleeping in her side, leaving the space for her partner. This woman related her story to Mike Doley over a dinner, and sitting next to her at the table was her perfect partner. After taking all those powerful action and acting as if she had already received her perfect partner, he arrived in her life and they are now happily married. Another simple example of acting as if is the story of my sister Glenda, who is a production manager in the film The Secret. She was living and working in Australia and she wanted to move to United States and work with the US office. Kalinda knew The Secret very well and so she was doing all the right things to bring forth what she wanted. But months were passing by and she was still in Australia. Kalinda looked at her actions and realized she was not acting as if she was receiving what she had asked for, so she began to take powerful action. She organized everything in her life for her departure. She cancelled the membership, gave away the things she would not need, and she got her suitcases out and packed them. Within 4 weeks, Kalinda was in United States working out of our US office. Think about what you have asked for and make sure that your actions are mirroring what you expect to receive, and that they are not contradicting what you have asked for. Act as if you are receiving it. Do exactly what you would do if you were receiving it today and take actions in your life to reflect the powerful expectation. Make room to receive your dreams, desires, and as you do, you are sending out the powerful signals of expectation. Your job is you. Your job is you. So, Lisa Nicholas says, inside the relationship, it is important to first understand who is coming into the relationship and not just your partner. You need to understand yourself first. James Ray. How can you ever expect anyone else to enjoy your company if you don't enjoy your own company? And so again, the law of attraction or the secret is about bringing that into your life. You have got to get really clear. Here's the question I would ask you to consider. Do you treat yourself the way you want other people to treat you? When you do not treat yourself the way you want others to treat you, you can never change the way things are. Your actions are very powerful thoughts. So if you do not treat yourself with love and respect, you are emitting a signal that is saying you are not important enough, worthy enough, or deserving. That signal will continue to be broadcast and you will experience more situations of people not treating you well. The people are just the effects. Your thoughts are the cause. You must begin to treat yourself with love and respect and emit that signal and get on that frequency. Then the law of attraction will move the entire universe and your life will be full of people who love and respect you. Many people have sacrificed themselves for others, thinking when they sacrifice themselves they are being a good person. Wrong. To sacrifice yourself can only come from the thoughts of absolute lack, because it is saying there is not enough for everyone. So I will go without. Those feelings do not feel good and will eventually lead to resentment. There is abundance for everybody and it is each person's responsibility is summon their own desires. You cannot summon for another person because you cannot think and feel for another. Your job is you. When you make feelings good a priority, that magnificent frequency will radiate and touch everyone close to you. Dr. John Gray, you become the solution for you. Don't point to another person and say, now you owe me and you need to give me more. Instead, give more to yourself. Take time off to give to yourself, and in a sense, fill yourself up to the fullness, to where now you can overflow in giving. To acquire love, fill yourself up with it until you become magnet. Charles Howard. Many of us were taught to put ourselves last, and as a consequence, we attracted feeling of being unworthy and undeserving. As those feelings lodged within us, we continue to attract more life situations that had us feel more unworthy and not enough. You must change that thinking. Undoubtedly, to some, the idea of giving so much love to self will seem very cold, hard, and unmerciful. Still, that this method may be seen in a different light when we find that looking out for number one, as directed by the infinite, is really looking out for number two and is indeed the only way to permanently benefit number two. Unless if you find yourself up first, you have nothing to give anybody. Therefore, it is imperative that you tend to you first. Attend your joy first. People are responsible for their own joy. When you tend to your joy and do what makes you feel good, you are a joy to be around, and you are a shining example to every child and every person in your life. When you are feeling joy, you don't even have to think about giving. It is natural overflow. Lisa Nicholas says, I got into many relationships expecting my partner to show me my beauty because I didn't see my own beauty. When I was growing up, my heroes or my sheroes were the Bionic Woman, Wonder Woman, and Charlie Angels, and while they are wonderful, they didn't look like me. It wasn't until I fell in love with Lisa. I fell in love with the mocha skin, my full lips, and my round hips, my curly black hair. It wasn't until that happened that the rest of the world was able to fall in love with me as well. The reason you have to love you is because it is impossible to feel good if you don't love you. When you feel bad about yourself, you are blocking all the love and all the good that universe has for you. When you feel bad about yourself, it feels as though you are sucking the life out of you, because all of your good on the every single subject, including health, wealth, and love, is on the frequency of joy and feeling good. The feeling of having unlimited energy and that amazing feeling of the health and wellness are all on the frequencies of feeling good. When you don't feel good about you, you are on the frequency that is attracting more people, situations, and circumstances that will continue to make you feel bad about you. You must change your focus and begin to think about all the things that are wonderful about you. Look for the positive in you. As you focus on those things, the law of attraction will show you more great things about you. You attract what you think about. All you have to do is begin with one prolonged thought of something good about you, and law of attraction will respond by giving you more like thoughts. Look for the good things about you. Seek and you shall find. Bob Proctor, there is something so magnificent about you. I have been studying me for 44 years. I want to kiss myself sometimes because you are going to get to love yourself. I am not talking about conceit. I am talking about a healthy respect for yourself. And as you love yourself, you will automatically love others. Mercy Shamoff. In relationship, we are so used to complaining about other people. For instance, my co-worker are so lazy, my husband makes me so mad, my children are so difficult. It's always focusing on the other person. But for relationship to really work, we need to focus on what we appreciate about the other person and what we are complaining about. What we are complaining about, those things, we are only getting more of those things. Even if you are having a really hard time in relationship, things aren't working, you are not getting along, someone in your face, you still can turn that relationship around. Take a piece of the paper and for the next 30 days sit down and write all the things that you appreciate about that person. Think about all the reasons that you love them. You appreciate their sense of humor, you appreciate how supportive they are, and what you will find is that when you focus on appreciating and acknowledging their strength, that's what you will get more of, and problem will fade away. Lisa Nicholas. Oftentimes you give others the opportunity to create your happiness, and many times they fail to create it in a way you want it. Why? Because only one person can be in the charge of your joy, your bliss, and that's you. So even your parent, your child, your spouse, they do not have the control to create your happiness. They simply have the opportunity to share in your happiness. Your joy lies within you. All your joy is on the frequency of love, the highest and most powerful frequency of all. You cannot hold love in your hand, you can only feel it in your heart. It is a state of being. You can see evidence of love being expressed through people, but love is feeling, and you are only one that can radiate and emit that feeling of love. Your ability to generate the feeling of love is unlimited, and when you love, you are in complete and utter harmony with the universe. Love everything you can, love everyone you can. Focus on only on the things you love. Feel love, and you will experience that love and joy coming back to you multiplied. The law of attraction must send you back more things to love. As you radiate love, it will appear as though the entire universe is doing everything for you, moving every joyful thing to you and moving every good person to you. In truth, it is. Secret summaries of relationship. When you want to attract a relationship, make sure your thoughts, words, actions surrounding don't contradict your desires. Your job is you. Unless you fill yourself up first, you have nothing to give to anybody. Treat yourself with love and respect, and you will attract people who show you love and respect. When you feel bad about yourself, you block the love, and instead you attract more people and situations that will continue to make you feel bad about you. Focus on the qualities you have about yourself, and the law of attraction will show you more great things about you. To make the relationship work, focus on what you appreciate about the other person and not your complaints. When you focus on the strengths, you will get more of them. This was the end of the chapter of the relationships. I hope you enjoyed this chapter. Thanks for watching Reflective Mind. Have a great day. Bye bye.